My name is Liam. I'm based with AppVault, based in Cork in Ireland. We also have an office in Atlanta in Georgia in the States. So we all write killer job descriptions, right? So the killer job description has got the list of skill sets you need, the type of person you want, etc., etc. But maybe all these people have the same skills and they actually hit the tick boxes that you want, but actually not everyone's a culture fit. Recent survey from PwC, so millennials now, who are going to make up 75% of the workforce by 2025, are more interested in the company fit, the culture, what the company has to offer them. Okay, so it's not necessarily going to be money, it's going to be a lot of other things as well. So how are we going to get this across in the job descriptions? That's your competition. These are just numbers I took last Friday, looking at and that's just on the UK sites. So 1.7 million jobs on LinkedIn in the UK currently, well, as it was last Friday. So how are we going to stand out, right? So we're writing job descriptions that are going to tell us what you want. Great. So these could be 5 different project manager roles of 5 different banks in London, all offering the same thing. So who's standing out? Not a problem for active candidates. Active candidates are probably going to apply for all the jobs anyway. But because of the employment situation, there's less and less active candidates out there. We now need a better candidate who's probably got the better fit. Even worse, if your application's not mobile friendly, we could go from Indeed to apply now and be brought to SuccessFactors, non-mobile ready job description, and then be asked to log in and create an account before I can even apply to the company. So, bit text heavy, it's not really going to do anything. That's because a lot of companies are using their applicant tracking systems to generate the job descriptions and distribute them to their paid media. So that's a huge cost. So your applicant tracking system is not for attraction, right? It's to track the candidates. The candidates don't care what tech you're using. It's irrelevant to them. All they want to do is be sold the experience. So what we do, and I'll bring you through an example, is so when they're actually looking at these 1.7 million jobs on LinkedIn, they click the apply button and be brought to an attractive job landing page that's actually going to be relevant to them, show them what the culture is like in the company. So the humble job description can be so much more. And we had Candidate ID talking about talent pipelines. It can all be brought into the job description. They're not mutually exclusive. So for example, I go Coca-Cola. First of all, it's a competitive environment, so if I don't like what I'll see, I'll hit the back button and I'm being brought back into the competitors' jobs. So they're spending money on that, so their media spend for every click used to go to this. So this is their Workday one, so Coca-Cola in Atlanta, using Workday, apply or bugger off, is basically what the job description is telling me. Okay? It's not treating the really great candidate or the really poor candidate for that job any differently. So we fixed the problem. So the problem was that. The solution is a job description that sells the culture, sells what it's like to work in the company. So multiple calls to action. So when the candidate goes to the job description from the paid media, they're given multiple options. There's downloadable content, there's videos on what it's like to work there. We can join the talent community, help Coca-Cola build their talent pipeline. We can sign up for job alerts. It's mobile ready, so we can click read full job description. So yes, while the job descriptions might remain a bit wordy, we're putting other content in there that's helping the candidates to actually share the content, to apply, to engage with the company and show what it's really like to work for them. We can go a step further, right? So in my title, I promised pizzas and coffee. Talk to developers about pizza, talk to project managers about coffee. So in other words, we're all different personalities. So job descriptions can contain different content. So corporate speak is fine for mergers and acquisitions and you're talking to the board. We want to, so this is really quick. So also we can put in content like meet the boss. Show them what it's like to work in that department. Relate to the person that you're looking to hire. So meet the team, meet the boss, that type of widget. Obviously plays in with chat, but also you can actually weave a widget that can go into the job description that we have preloaded questions so you can get to know the person that you'll be meeting in the potential interview. Talent pipelines being covered already, but talent pipelines are massively important. I think someone who signs up for your talent pipeline from your job description, as opposed to someone who applies, can actually even be more valuable than the application. Because if you treat that person right, with good communication, drip feeds, emails, telling people about the company, then you're actually building a brand advocate. Our talent community has the ability, this is the candidate side, so the client doesn't see this, the candidate side basically can As a candidate, I can upload video, I can upload my CV, any profiles, I can create multiple profiles, and then you bring it all together in the job description itself. So the job description that you're spending money on when you're distributing it to your paid sites can actually be doing all of this for you. So the humble job description now should be a continuation or an extra arm on your employer brand. Companies are rightly spending an awful lot of money on employer branding. Extend it out to the job description. Not everyone, career sites are great, but not everyone visits them. Easy apply, online notification of the person who has applied, and follow-up emails. So the tracking system sends an automated email to the person who's just applied for the role, reselling the role. So be selling at every stage of the process. To top this all off with the ROI, we've got a pretty advanced analytics dashboard. So we can see from our talent community, our talent pipeline, how many people we've got in different job categories. We can see how many people who visit our site, searches, page views, etc., etc. So, to sum it all up, the benefits of a great job description, the main thing is that people are spending more time on the job description, more time engaged with your employer brand. We're increasing the views, but we're also engaging with the candidate who's now engaged with us. So we're going to get much better quality applications, which will turn into much better employees eventually, and better retention rates.
Thanks, Liam.